So it's Christmas in February. So we got in a bunch of stuff today. Actually, a box with two brand new electric window motors for the Lotus, and this box is the carburetors. So I got a set of Strongbird carbs. Oh, that's pretty. Very nice. Mounting plates, the crossover tube, everything is here. And supposedly they came off of a running car. So got two of these and two window motors. Making progress. Okay, back on the Lotus. I'm gonna demonstrate these windows later. We got the windows in, interior's starting to come together, as you can see. But coming back here, you can see the header is in right there. So the header is in. I just have to connect the muffler to it. That's no big deal. That's under the bottom. Only problem I can see is it's pretty much touching the shift arm right there. So I'm gonna have to, I think, push the shift arm out a little bit just to make it have the slightest amount of clearance. I can't have it just vibrating against it, but I'm gonna get that in a second. Got all the bolts in. It was a huge pain. You can see I had to remove the radiator hose. It's back on, but I took it off. The alternator had to come off. This brace had to be removed just to get it to twist into the thing. The water pump, the water thermostat housing is literally molded into the head, so you can't take that off. So it's way in the way. The bolt under that is, you can see that one under it, horribly difficult to get to, but it's in. I'm going to go ahead and hook up the bottom part. Also over here you can see that the carburetors are fully mounted. Fuel lines are hooked up. The brand new accelerated throttle cable is hooked up. Carbs are in place. The choke is sitting here. It's not hooked up because I need the little barrel nut or whatever right here. And I'm going to need to hook up a return spring to this somewhere. It does return. It's got pretty good springs on it already. It'll be good enough for testing purposes. If I need something else, if it doesn't come back down to idle or whatever, we'll fix that later. Well, people, it ran. I'm going to film it running later, but it actually started and idled for a while. The fuel pump is working, filled with fuel, got new gas in it, new non-ethanol fuel. Pretty exciting. I can still smell the burning paint coming off of the manifold. So yeah, might be able to get it down off the jack stands a little later and see if the clutch works and check everything else out. It does have to get on the lift at some point. You can see the muffler's not quite straight, but I'm pretty sick of crawling around into this thing with a creeper, knowing I have a perfectly good lift right there with a beetle on it. Well, that didn't work. So you saw the previous fun videos where we were putting it in gear and holding the clutch down. And I was trying to break the clutch disc free because it was stuck to the pressure plate. That didn't work, by the way. So what I did was, thankfully there's a little inspection hole in the top of the bell housing, and we were able to, while Fred held the clutch down, I put a chisel very lightly against the pressure plate and tapped, and it snapped the clutch disc free. So now, the first time, we're going to try to actually go forward with a clutch.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell to let you know when new videos are live.
Hell yeah. It's really hard to shift still, but we're going to fix that. I think it's because the linkage is touching the manifold, like I pointed out earlier. So,
All right, guys, look at this. There's carburetors on that engine and exhaust.
fancy.
There's places for the fuel and air to go in, and there's places for it to come out after it blows up. So does it run?
Let's see.
Oh, we're going to hear it?
Let's see if it'll start.
Yes. Yes.
That's
Wow.
not even choked. Like,
Wow.
I am in love with the way this thing runs, and I'm so glad that, you know, taking the chance and buying carbs and buying an exhaust, not knowing if everything was okay, and ended up winning in that way. I mean, it sounds like it's fuel injected, just like starts right up and goes. And those are carbs I got from this guy in California. Had a set that he got on a car that he wasn't going to use, and he sent me a video and everything. He showed me that the slides were working and the bellows were good in the tops, and so I said, all right, send them. Well, I'm the kind of person that's going to throw them on there and see what they do and find out what they need. So we threw them on there, and here you go. That's what you see.
Wow. Just right out of the shipping box.
Yep.
And right on there, and they were.
Yep.
Nice. And the original ones, we don't know where they are.
They're gone. Yeah, well, I wrote those off, and I wrote off the exhaust manifold, and instead I bought this header.
You worked on this door. You rehung it?
I actually had to take it off. What I did was the top hinge. Okay, so there's a pin that goes through here all the way through the door, and at the top and bottom there's these big nuts that hold the top and bottom to the fiberglass. They sort of pinch it to the fiberglass, and this top one, the nut was loose and couldn't be tightened anymore. It was hitting the shoulder where the nut was supposed to tighten, never touching the door. So I made a spacer out of a cut washer and put that under there, and it allowed it to tighten, and the door handle's off because I'm about to paint the door, but look at that.
Wow, it didn't drop at all.
Nope, just
Wow.
like factory, like it should be.
And you fixed the window regulator?
Oh, check these babies out. They're GM motors. They're the same motor, window motor that's in a Cadillac or a Corvette, anything of the 70s era. Yeah.
Wow. The windows are faster than the car.
Right. Yeah, I think it's like 1 second top to bottom.
Dang. And that's all the way down right there? It doesn't
That's it.
go, doesn't
And
go
you notice
into it.
I don't let it slam down.
Right.
I slow it down about here and then kind of bump it a little bit because it's just not good to hammer it. These window motors are made for windows that are from a Cadillac DeVille,
Yeah.
or a Corvette that are this long, and weigh 4 times as much as this. So it's a lot of motor for the little tiny window.
Now, you said you were going to paint the door. I know you have plans to paint this a whole new color. Are you going to do that now to the door? Or are you just going to make the door match the car for now?
I'm going to paint it with this paint.
Okay.
I have some left.
Oh, you still have some?
Yeah, I have the hatch paint left. So yeah, I'm just going to paint the door for now, make it not all crackly and just have it shiny. And then I can put the stripe on it. I'll drive it like this. I'm going to do some more paint correction before this weekend.
Now, we have some corrections from the first video. I called it a 1974 because that's what he told me it was. Don't get mad at me.
I did. I did tell you that, and that was my mistake because I actually said 1973 in my talking.
Right, when you were going to get
Yep.
the car, but then you told me 74.
Sure did. I remember doing it, and later on thinking, wait a second.
I think he's just trying to make me look like an idiot.
Well, wait till you see what the mistakes I made. So, and actually said, I call this car a Type 47, which is the, I'm sorry, wait. Am I messing that up?
Yeah, what was the wrong part?
So, Type 47, oh, see, now I can't remember.
Yeah, we messed up so
Anyway.
bad we can't remember what we messed up.
Right, I reversed the numbers, and I called it the race car version. And it's not that, it's just the 74, Type 74, Type 76, whatever it was. But yeah, that was two of them, and I said something else that was totally incorrect, but I can't remember.
Well.
Can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
But if anybody has anything to say about it, you can mention it in the comments.
Oh, they will.
And I'll say, yeah, I get that. I sorry, I was wrong. I was tired, or there's some excuse.
Or we just didn't know the right thing at the moment that we said it.
Well, I basically got dyslexic on the type.
Yeah.
Just said the number reversed.
Yeah.
And it's a big mistake because it's like a total race car compared to the regular.
Right. But there are two things that are right that we said. It's a Lotus and it's a Europa.
That is correct. I know what it was. I said it was a Type 2. No, it's a Type 3. I forgot that there was a middle model that looked just like the first one with
With the bread
van look,
van back. Yeah.
but it had the more modern things like the electric windows and stuff like that. They updated it, and then they did this to it.
All right. He cleaned the inside, and look at this.
Yeah, so it's not completely done. Obviously, there's a few, like the steering wheel isn't covered and stuff like that. But for the most part, what I've gotten done in here is I got the clutch cable freed up, a brand new throttle cable. The pedal box is now painted. The brakes work. Like we said earlier, the windows work. It's not even in permanently. It was taken out and repaired. It had a crack here, and painted the ashtray. The ashtray was all dull. This is new. It was all warped. Even when I had the car earlier, this was just like it just got, old masonite. But new headliner. That's really cool. I made new sun visors. They're masonite wrapped in headliner material and then put back in the original casing. They were basically bags of foam dust. So what they were. So I cut them and then resealed the end where I reinserted everything. Not only are these pretty ineffective, but they're not adjustable. Like they're ineffective as in they don't come down where they would block anything.
Right.
But you can't flip them to the side or they're just on two bars right here. You can see the bar right here actually. I don't have this trim piece in yet. But the trim pieces are recovered. The door panels are original, but the inset, you can see that one is recovered in cloth. New speakers are on the way, and she's going to be really nice once it's done. I'm going to get some floor mats and make it luxurious as it's supposed to be.
All right. Well, that's all we're going to talk about on this episode about the Europa. I still don't like the looks of it. I'm really trying, Paul.
I mean, well,
really
try this.
trying.
I mean, tell me, does this help at least? Like, you're going to say no. Look at that.
Oh my God! No,
Huh? No.
it doesn't.
Dang it! All right.
I don't know what it is. I don't know.
I like it, but I like weird cars.
Yeah, you like weird cars. It's very unique. I will say that. I don't know. I'll try to think of what it is that's just throwing me off. And some people think it's beautiful, like you. I mean,
I wouldn't say beautiful. I like it. I don't know. It's a cool car. It's a cool design in ways. They had to do it the way, like we talked about earlier in that other episode. It's aerodynamic.
Yes.
And also,
I'll give it that. Yes.
The engine is in the back, but you know the engine's also in the back of this. And look at this beautiful thing.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Look at these lines. Well, I guess you couldn't
copy it exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe something.
Yeah. Maybe it'll grow on me, but I doubt it. And I'm sure I'm making a lot of people mad.
Let us know what you think in the comments.
Yeah. Let me know how mad you are about me not liking the looks of the car. Dude, I don't know.
Look, just go look at the front.
From here, it kind of looks like it's bowed right in the middle.
It does have a swoop.
A
It
swoop.
does. Yeah.
Let's call it a swoop. I called it a bow.
Swoopy.
He called it a swoop. That makes it more speedy.
Yeah, it sounds sexier and speedier. Yeah, faster.
It's too swoopy for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We'll see how it goes. More episodes we do, maybe it'll grow on me. But how can somebody who likes this car also like that car?
Yeah, this is.
Yeah,
Oof.
yeah, this is dreamy.
This
right
is
here.
art.
This is swoopy.
Kind of. Yeah. Well, I always said, don't want to go too long here, but I always said that when they drew this car, likely, I feel like the first two lines they drew were this.
Oh yeah.
Going down into the bottom of this vent.
Yeah.
And then this coming right over the top of it, and they just intersect. So those two lines look like what I would have drawn as the artist to start the car design, and then go from there.
I agree. It's beautiful. That one, we'll get there.
Let's just call it cool.
We'll come back and check on some more progress. And until then, buckle up, put it gear and drive.